sell to your customers anywhere with Shopify, the commerce platform designed for entrepreneurs. Online,
Hi, friends. Hello, welcome. I'm really excited to work on this owlbear plushie. Get my mic set up, sorry. More sugar. I don't have like a really thick shirt on today, so it's gonna be flopping around. I might need to go change. Alright, Obi, you're gonna have to move. Watch out, bud. Thanks, buddy. Thanks, buddy. Hi, Dr. Miss Raven. Welcome. I know I kicked you out of your spot, buddy. I'm so sorry. I know, poor baby. Was you snoozing so good over and over? Let's see. Yeah, maybe this over just here. Did I move it the wrong way? I did. Come on. There we go. Because I'll have my machine up more like this. And then, yeah. How are you? I'm doing good. How are you? I'm excited to work on this. Finally have some downtime between conventions. My next one isn't until the end of June, like the very last Saturday in June. It's Lex Pride. So I'm excited that I can work on some new stuff. All right, I left my white thread. We were using thread to tie up our tomato plants, and I left it in here. I put shorts on because I was hot when I came in, but now I'm cold. But we'll see. I'm sure once I get stressing about pattern making, I'll get warmer. Okay, let's see. I think I posted everywhere. Oh, there's a deal on a webcam I was looking at. Big stretch. All right, so I already drew up some paper patterns because I had a little bit of time before we went live, and that's usually the most boring part is me sketching out some pattern ideas. I don't know, if these are gonna work 100% yet. This is just a quick looking at the pattern for the plushie in the game. So we're gonna do an owlbear plushie from Baldur's Gate specifically, though, because there's a lot of different owlbear representations, but this one is specifically the one that's right over here. This little cutie guy, I actually picked him up from in the game. If you've played it, there's I think his name's Oliver, the little ghost boy. He has one of these in his little shed house thing, and I actually took it and put it in my inventory. I stole it from him. So I carry an owlbear around with me in the game. So it's about time I make one. And so let me get my paper pattern pieces. If this turns out good, I do hope to release this to sell, and do a full YouTube tutorial and stuff. So if you're watching this video later on and you're looking for an actual tutorial on how to make an owlbear, check my page under sewing tutorials and see. Hopefully I'll have one. But here's my little doodles, the head and then the body, and then this is the piece that goes to kind of make that shape, like an owl head shape. And I'm kind of trying to base off the seams where they are on the plush too. So I'm trying to not add new seams and just have the seams that are on the plushie as well. I don't have, they look like wooden buttons in the plush and a wooden nose. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find a wooden nose, so that might have to be fabric unless I somehow get really good with wood making. But I should be able to find some wooden buttons pretty easily. So, where was she? But yeah, I'm excited. I put up the Smoky Mountain anime video, just went up last Friday. So if you haven't watched it, if you need another thing to watch later, it's an Artist Alley vlog. And then I'm going to have a video up this Friday for Dollywood. It's a really short video, but I went to Dollywood in Tennessee right after Smoky Mountain Anime and rode some roller coasters, ate some food, watched a show. Super quick video. And then actually my next video will probably be everything that I made in the month of May. So hopefully I'm working on editing it right now, a little bit at a time. But yeah, it should be up next Friday, because it'll be the first, or no, it's like June 7th. It should be the first Friday in June. Okie dokie. So I'm not gonna put a face on it yet. I'm gonna see if I like how the head turns out, because odds are this little idea that I have in my head right now might not work, but we'll see, because the stretch could go different ways to help alter the shapes, but we'll play it by ear. Yeah, let's see. I made it so the stretch will go this way. Did I have it like that? I shouldn't have like separated these two pieces. Okay. Is everyone doing good? I have been rewatching Bridgerton. No spoilers, but I watched the first season, or the third season, the first episodes of the third season. Because I like waited for a bit when it first released. Because I was like, I know that they're going to release like a few at a time. I didn't realize they were going to release it in like parts. So now I have to wait still, unfortunately. So after I finished the episodes from season 3, I rewatched the first and second season again. And then we'll see. I'm really thinking about rewatching Queen Charlotte too. But I haven't decided yet. I still want to watch Fallout. I haven't watched it yet. I'm going to try to just pivot and not take my needle out. Over-dover. Why are you whining, buddy? I even played with you a little bit when I got home. My merch that I got manufactured is coming in today. That's so exciting. Is it keychains, stickers, pins, shirts? What did you if you don't mind asking, what merchandise? What did you get? So this is the part that I'm most like, how's this gonna work? And I don't even know if it'll work, but the pattern piece that's on that owl specifically has like that head top right there. It's kind of like a triangle, and I'm assuming in the back as well it goes down as a triangle. I think it's gonna have to be a little wider, but it goes into the little, what do you call it? Are those the owl's ears? Is that where its ears are? I should look into that more. Keychains and pins. Oh, that's so exciting. I love when new merchandise comes in. I hope everything turns out good. And that it is to your liking. Have you ordered, you said, okay, you didn't say new. Have you ordered these designs before, or are these new designs? Is it a reorder or new designs? And I think I'll probably make this plushie a little bit bigger. I'm going to see what size this comes out, but I think this is going to be on the smaller size. And I'm using fleece right now, but I actually have this nice brown. Oh, try not to dump it on Obi. I'll get that in a minute. This nice brown material that does look like the blue color. Like, it's kind of like a canvas is how I would describe it. Like a woven. I don't know if it's showing up on my camera, but the owl bear looks like it's made with this, but like a blue. I also have black. This is leftover from when I did a Kylo cosplay. And I think something like this would also work. So I might do a couple of different colors. Before I get blue, I plan on getting blue hopefully like Thursday. See if I can find a blue color. Also want to show off, this is my new sticker. It's a little fish boy from Splatoon. I just wanted to order another design, and I used to have that on my sticker sheets, but I don't sell the Splatoon sticker sheets anymore. So I got that one. Because I have Deep Cut, which is 3 people. It's like Big Man, Fry, and Shiver. And my stickers are 1 for 3 or 2 for 5. So if somebody wants like a whole set, I was like, let me get a 4th Splatoon sticker, and I'll see how that one does. I don't know if people are going to want that as a design, but we will try it out. Okay, so I did like this shape, and this isn't centered on the point, but it's okay. We're playing around with stuff. One is a restock, and the rest are new. Ooh, new merch. So exciting. And now I'm going to sew down the edges right here. And we're going to see how the little ear pieces turned out, and if they need more depth or width or anything. We have almost beat Baldur's Gate 3. We're at the end. We're ending it. Hopefully we'll get it done tonight. But if not, hopefully this week. If we can all find the time to play. Okay, it's not looking too bad. Let me sew up this other side. But the reason I'm also using fleece is good because it has more of a stretch. And it's cheaper, I'm assuming. I don't know exactly how much I paid for this because I don't know when I bought it, let alone how much I paid for it. But fleece, I assume, is probably cheaper than that. So that's the other reason why we're working with fleece. And I just think it's a good alternative. It's going to be easier to find, too. Hi, Tia! The funny thing is that I sell more keychains at an art market than a con. Really? That's good to know, because I think a lot of people at cons, maybe because it's oversaturated, have been saying that their keychains haven't been doing as well as just like stickers and stuff. Did you hear me say Tia? Yeah, she's in here. Are you gonna say hi to her? Okay, so we got the shape. And then I do really want to emphasize this. So I don't get to see Doodle on Thursday. I'm going to clean my mom's house for an hour. I mean, I guess I could try to bring him. But how do we think handling both of them in the car would be? Handling Obi and Violet. Like, Obi usually chills out, so he probably wouldn't. Just depends on if we think Violet will try to play while we're in the car. I actually, Miss Raven, that now that you mentioned it, I joined a fair or a craft like market thing on Facebook for Kentucky specifically. And so I'm looking to see if I can do more like art markets and craft shows and stuff, just to see. I hear from people that have done craft markets before and then go to conventions, do better at conventions, but I'm really curious as what sells. I brought the dog to the coffee shop, but I'm not sure if it is dog friendly. Yeah, I don't know if I would take him in there either. But I mean, we could try to meet somewhere else. Okay, I think I'm pretty happy with this. I'm gonna also wait and stuff it and see. Let's move on to the body. This dart is probably too big. I didn't mean to make it this big, but we're gonna see how that size works. This is gonna be the front piece. And I'm doing this one kind of the same way I do my Saki and Riku, which are also owls, and they're from League of Legends, but the head piece is different. Because like I said, I wanted to do it like they made the plushie in the game. That's true. How hot will it be Thursday? I don't know. I don't even know if the weather is going to be good. I assume we're supposed to have good weather after all those storms, but... Did anybody else get bad storms? Like, all of last week was pretty... It was just rain. I see how it's going to be. All these ads. In my state, there are not a lot of cons, but a lot of markets. Okay. So yeah, so then you're used to doing a lot of markets, aren't you? Okay, so definitely need to shorten the back body. And I saw that there was one that I was looking at. It was actually for a little convention inside, I think, like a comic book shop or something. But then I realized it's the same weekend as OMG Con, and then Joey and I are going to go cosplay and help Bethany out at that one. So I'm not going to do it. But I was like, oh, that's good to know. So there's already a lot. And I'm honestly starting to lean more towards doing conventions or doing little things that are one day than a whole weekend. I still want to do conventions and do the weekend ones, but I just get a little burnt out when they aren't super big conventions or I don't make a lot of money and it takes up my whole weekend. You know, I'd rather do one that takes up one day and maybe I make the same as that one weekend. Who knows? But that's what I think we all would like to do, right? All right, so the head base was a little bit bigger than the top of the body. So I'm just sewing this am making it a little bit smaller so that it kind of just lines up with this, if that makes sense. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the head inside the body and sew so that there's less hand sewing. Because I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to hand sew the arms and the legs on. I know that there's a way you can make the arms and the legs where you can like make a hole in the plush and then like put a hole in your arm and like sew just the little hole and then flip it inside out. But if it's on a seam, I don't think you can do that. Shit, that's the only bad thing about that. An anime con in October. Exciting! Will that be your first anime con or have you done one before, Miss Raven? Also, I don't know if I want to put a dart. I'm going to try no dart in the bottom of the head. Because if I did, it would kind of give it more depth. But this plushie doesn't have a whole lot of depth. Yeah, let me see how no dart looks first. And then I'm just lining up my seams. And the pattern that I make for this could be totally different than the pattern that I make for this canvas material. Because again, this is fleece, it'll stretch. But the other, that canvas material is not going to stretch at all. So here's what we're got going. Now, his body does look to be a lot rounder, which we can flesh that out. But also, he's going to have arms and the thing on his chest. So that's going to fill him out a little more. This will be my second anime con. Okay. Exciting. Alright, so I'm going to stuff. Well, I think before I stuff it. Oh, I'm going to like refresh this because sometimes, like I said, sometimes I get all ads and sometimes I get no ads. But I want to like trace the body pattern and see. Let me make it a little bigger. Okay, we'll wait on tracing. All right, now let's see. Get some stuff in. Might as well just put this right here. And I want to make sure that I get the little ears stuffed really good. So I have my little stuffing stick. And this is the closest blue color that I had. I don't even know. It's like, that's like a dusty blue. Hi, Rid. I don't even know if they have like that color in fleece. Let alone if they have that color in the canvas. But if they have any kind of blue, I would probably use it because that would be close enough. Oh, they're mowing today, the neighbor's yard. I should have known. They always mow on Tuesdays when it's not raining. Guys, might have to just close my door and they can just bark because I don't want to put them outside because then they're gonna go crazy. They're gonna try to break in. How bad is it picking up them barking? Okay. So here's the little shape. My first thing I think I will want to change is I do want to bring this down further, I think. And then I will probably just put a round base on the bottom and make his legs and his arms. And hand sew them on. Sorry, I'm comparing it. I also have a picture down here on my phone. So definitely bring this down more. Or probably just, yeah, make this a bigger V shape. And then I am thinking maybe having that dart there in the front, because that's gonna, I feel like, give him more puffy cheeks a little bit, because it's gonna give it a little more definition. Don't know if I need it in the back necessarily. And then his arms would go here. Okay, yeah, let me cut another head. Do I want to change anything about the head shape? I think I need to just make the body wider, because the head I think was a good shape, and then I shrunk it a little bit for the body. All right, let me cut some pieces over here real quick. I need more scrap paper. Sorry, you get me get to listen to me scribble. Alright, let me cut this one out. Alright. And then I want to make another diamond piece a little bit wider. And this is the one where I was like, maybe the stretch needs to be a little different. But the stretch worked okay, so I'm gonna see how this bigger piece does. And I guess I need to make the head piece needs to go down a little more if I was having problems with it not coming down far enough. That can be fixed. I forgot Joey and I eat out on Tuesdays. I don't know what he's wanting for dinner. We found this really good pizza place down the road that has this really cute patio that you can sit out. And there was a stray cat that just wandered up to us. As soon as the guy put our food down, that cat meowed at us. Came over. He knew where he gets fed at. But we asked him, and he said that cat, like, ever since he's owned that business, that cat has been a stray. And then he always comes in, and he's, like, beat up, like, been in fights. And he once saw him, like, drag a bunny that was the same size as this cat. The cat dragged the bunny under, like, a fence. Like, my goodness. Alright, there's those pieces. And I'm going to cut a new body piece. Let's see. Let me start writing my... This is body piece 2.0. I think I use this color blue. I've made a few Dragonair hats. Not Dragonair. Dragonite. Or Dratini. No, I said it right. Dragonair. Yes. I've used this color to make a few of those. I would like to make Dragonite because I feel like that would be a pretty good popular one. Oh man, why did I do that? I needed 2 of these. So our Memorial Day party went good. Get together with some friends. And they were friends that I went to high school with, so I wasn't sure how it was gonna go, if we were gonna all have like things in common. But it went good. I think everyone had fun. Oh, Tia just asked, how was the party? Yeah, it was good. We played some games. We ended up having it in my parents' basement. And we played this axe throwing thing that I bought. And it was like $30 and it worked pretty good. And we just played it inside. And Joey cooked some hot dogs and hamburgers on the grill. And he baked cookies. And he made this really good drink too that had it was supposed to have blueberry vodka, but they didn't have blueberry, so we did blue raspberry. And then it was spice, like Captain Morgan, spiced rum, and blue curacao with Sprite. And it was good. Boba was good. He came down and said hi, and then went back upstairs. Let's see. I think it's best if I like find the middle part of this so that I can try to get this centered. Also, I'm gonna put a little dart in it. So maybe that'll help me keep it centered. Yeah, I had to go upstairs, and I was probably like pretty tipsy at this point. I had to go upstairs and get some batteries for Rock Band, and I had to sit down because it was like under the sink and open the sink, and he like grabbed my ponytail and was like dragging me. Or he didn't actually drag me, but he tried to pull me by my hair. Crazy dog. I'm like, Bubba, stop. I did have that in right place. Shoot. Oh. Sorry, puppies. I guess you can come in now. Come on. No barking. I'm wondering... No, that turned out pretty good. I was wondering if I needed to make the little ears wider. But I think it looked okay. I gotta clip this area. now we find the center of this. I'm very bad with my patterns at like marking them, but I know that some people like to mark them, so I should start putting marks on my patterns so that when I share them with other people, they know, like, oh, you line this up with this. But I'm very much just like, you eyeball it. I was turning my Sanrio character plushies into stickers. But I'm also working on a Rainbow Kirby sticker for my Pride event next month. Okay, so there's it with a little bit deeper swoop. Let's see if it actually like changed any. I also got an email from Danville Comic Con, which is the one I did on May 4th, beginning of this month. And they're going to do another one in November, I believe. And I'm excited because I think I'll do it again. And they're going to do like holiday themed, but not just like Christmas. You can decorate your table or your booth. And then the attendees get to like vote on whose they liked the best. And then the winner, they're going to do a table one and a booth one. The winner gets like, I think a free table for the next year. It might be so much off a table or it's a free table. But I'm like, that sounds like so much fun. I think I want to do like a Christmas themed and see with my photography backdrop if I can get a backdrop that kind of looks like a fireplace, like a brick fireplace, and then put it in the very back. And I would like to do something like over, but that's so hard to do because of size. And it's only for one day. So I'm like, how much do I want to put in? And money do I want to spend? But like, it's so hard because I don't know the right dimension from, and like how my table neighbor is gonna set up theirs. I don't want to like block them in, but like some kind of archway would be cool. Hi, what's up? Hi, Michelle. Welcome. We're working on an owl bear from Baldur's Gate, the game. And we're working on the head right now. I'm seeing how I like this. We worked on one of the, or like another pattern. So we're tweaking it a little bit. Just gonna have so many owlbear bodies. Not a finished one. We'll see if they turn out decent. Ridley, why would you go under there if you can't turn around? Tried to crawl under my desk. Are owlbears in other things too? I feel like I've seen them around a lot. I mean, they're in Dungeons and Dragons, so if you've ever listened to any D&D campaigns, or I mean, they might have been in that Dungeons and Dragons movie. But I mean, I'm sure it's like a make-believe creature, so but I know it mostly from Dungeons and Dragons. I'm not sure if like maybe there's other TV shows that have owlbears in them. But yes, and other D&D related stuff I know for sure. Because if you play like a druid, you can turn into owlbears in your campaigns. That's why I play in my Baldur Gate campaign too. Is a druid, and I can turn into an owlbear. It's so cute. And they do a lot of damage too. Oh, that must be it. I don't do D&D, but I know of some things. Yeah, I'm curious though if they've kind of expanded. Like if it's another like mythical creature, or if it's kind of in the D&D world. Okay, so here's the new body. I'm gonna put the head again. If you've ever sewn heads onto bodies, one of the best ways, if they are like both circular, is you can put them inside each other, and then you can sew like around the inside or the outside, whichever is easiest. And then that's a way to attach it where you don't have to hand sew it on. Now, if it's a really, really small head, it's kind of hard. Small head and body, or like just a small plushie in general, that does make it a little bit more difficult. But as long as you can kind of get your presser foot in there, it's doable. Google says owlbears originated in D&D but have been used in other fantasy media since. Okay, so yeah. So any like fantasy movie, maybe you've seen them. That's good to know, because I was curious about that. But I've only heard it really from D&D, so I was curious if they came up with it first, or... Which, of course, D&D's been around for, like, years, so... Okay, so here's the new head and body. Let's stuff this and see if it actually made a difference. I think it did. I think it's going to be a little bit deeper. Stuff those ears first. Guys, don't. Thanks for looking that up, Michelle. Appreciate it. I also added the little nose this time, which kind of makes the head a little shorter. So if I do like this dart better, I might have to make the head a little longer too. No problem, I was curious about it too. That's always my first go-to, is like just Google if I had a question. Or if anyone's like, how do you fix or how do you do this? I'm like, 1 second. So that dart, I don't feel like it really did much. Maybe it is because of this. It kind of gets rid of the dart. I'm really curious, the like chest, I don't know if you want to call it fur. I'm probably going to use fur. The white part on it. I kind of want to like make it stuffed where it's a little bit thicker on the body too and it has depth. I can't let any question go. I have to look it up on the spot. Yeah. Yeah, I'm the same way. Or if someone asks me, I'm like, I don't know. Look it up. What does Google say? So I guess, let me show you guys the comparison. I guess this also made it wider. So I don't think I made the head necessarily any bigger. Could also be, I guess, because I like maybe I squished it out a little more. We're getting there. Excuse me. No, Ridley, go. Sorry, I wasn't making eye contact with you. We'll see you. I was looking at the picture. This also could be the start of a Mimikyu pattern. Or honestly, this kind of would be a cute Snorlax body. Just make it a little chunkier. Alright. I think I might go with this. Try the white. I'm just going to use white fleece. Because I still feel like this maybe needs to be lower, but it could just be because my brain is trying to only see blue, and maybe if the white was here, that would help my brain. And yeah, I think with his arms, that'll make him a little chunkier because his shoulders make him look more chunky. And right now this looks too skinny. But if he has the arms coming out and the legs coming out, he's going to look more chunky. So I like this. We will set it aside because I could just cut a piece and we could hot glue it on, but this is scrap blue fleece anyways, so I don't want to, I think it would take more time to like seam rip this or hot glue that. All right, one more time. We're gonna cut blue, but I'm also going to go ahead and doodle the white part for the face. And it does look like the white is underneath that. So the good thing is I can let it go up in this seam on purpose, because for the picture, the white is like right up under it. If that makes sense. And with this face, I would just sew it on to the blue before I sew the blue together. I left my paper scissors over here. Okay, let's see. Which this will stretch a little bit with the fabric. Something like this. And it's a little bit dark, but I do think there's a little bit of blue at the bottom that shows on the plush. Guys! Then they get mad because I yell at them. And then they come running in here. And I like that way, stretch, that way, stretch. What did I do? What did I do with the face? Oh. I still gotta tweak my possum pattern. I got a lot of compliments and a lot of people liked it, but nobody bought them. So I do want to tweak the body for when the Possum Festival actually happens. But Boney, Mr. Bones, the possum, still up for grabs. I was working on a sticker because I do think it would be nice to have like a cheaper option for like stickers. And I was trying to do some kind of like play on words, like always playing dead, or like I'd rather be playing dead, or awesome possum. I love rhyming, so I do like awesome possum. But I was doodling stuff last night, and I will say, if you don't like add pink and stuff to like a possum, it kind of looks like a mouse. So I just had the ears colored in black, and Joey was like, "What's that Mickey Mouse, evil Mickey Mouse thing that you're drawing over there?" And I'm like, "It's a possum." He's like, "It looks like Mickey Mouse." I'm like, "I know." I'm working on it. Keep all these pieces together. I'm wondering if I should make this diamond piece more like curved. But right now it's doing the job, so we'll leave it. Ooh. Just throwing things. I guess I could turn on this other camera too, but once I get this going, I don't know how much I'll be over here. My mic's still working. Okay, good. Let me see. Let me see if I can get this set up. I just have to like take my mouse out. And it's a mess over here, but oh, that's me. Hello. See, is it this one? There we go. See the hotness of the table? So yeah, I'm not doing anything super exciting, but at least you can kind of see the mess of stuff over here. Did I lose the face piece again? Hi puppies, welcome. Oh, there it is. Is it picking up audio for that too? Stop. Did the audio change? I think it did. Ridley, stop. Maybe not. Obi. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Stop, Rid. Yeah, because it's still picking up. Stop. I need to make it where it doesn't pick up audio. Stop punching me, Rig. Here we go. Hello, hello. I'm about to just remove it because it messed up the whole audio, I think. Hello, hello. Hello. Hello, hello. Oh, still picking it up. This one? This one? This one? I think that's it, right? Does that sound better? Hello, hello. Alright. I think that's better. Let me know if it's not. And then, do I like the dart? Honestly, it's gonna get covered up anyways. Perfect, thank you. I don't know if I actually like the dart or if I like this one better, and that's why I like the dart. We'll keep the dart. We'll keep trying it. Has Instagram been recently like telling anyone, like people that you follow, and it'll be like so and so? Well, it won't tell you. It'll just say it commented on someone else's like profile picture, post, or whatever. But you like don't have notifications on for them. Like it is probably someone on my like close friends list. But I don't know why all of a sudden Instagram started being like, oh yeah, because this person is your close friend, we're gonna let you know when they comment on someone else's thing. And I'm like, that's cool, but you don't have to tell me. Let's see, I think I have some scrap white over here. Because yeah, mine started doing that where it's like, so-and-so commented on this person's photo. And I keep thinking somebody commented on my post, so I go looking for like a comment. And then I realize like, oh wait, that wasn't for me. Okay, and then on the body. Yeah, it's dumb. I got a notice that Matt commented on something and I don't care. Yeah, I don't know why I started doing that. I assume it's probably because like close friends or like we interact with this person. But really, stop attacking me. But I don't need to know if they comment on something else. Like if I did, that should be something that I turn on, but I don't need it. I don't need it. Alright, so now I'm doodling out the chest part. And I want to do it where it comes down to one little floof down here. And then I think 2 more little floofs. So there's a floof here and then into another floof. So yeah, something like this. I don't even know if you guys can see what I'm doodling. Go like that. To go on the belly. And this will be in white too. And this is what I was talking about. I'd like to see if I can just put a little bit of stuffing in it to give it some depth. I don't know if I'll try it on this one yet. I'll probably have to cut this with scissors. Anyone else have one of these IKEA things? And like, how do you get it to stay off the wall? Like, I don't know if I just installed it wrong, but this, it's tilted and like this should be like sticking out, but they only send you like 1 bar. Are you supposed to have 2 bars and you just have to pay for another bar? Because all of these slide forward because it's tilted forward. And I mean, unless you have to buy a separate piece, I like used all the pieces they sent me. Okay, so then this piece will go on the front belly piece like this. It's already looking like an owl bear. What a cutie. I'm gonna see how I like this face. I might want it to be a little bit wider. Because in the picture, it goes like almost to the edge. So I do think I'm gonna actually widen this before I just have to redo it all over again. And so that if I have something that needs to be equal on both sides, I like to double over my paper and just like crease it. That way it will be the same. It'll be symmetrical. And then I just cut it while it's folded over like this. Okay, let's see if I like that a little bit better. Yeah, and I could be a little bit bigger, but also I'm gonna have that seam allowance, so we will try this first. Making sure the stretch is going the same way. Yeah, that's looking good. Okay, so we have 2 head pieces, and we have the body pieces, and we have that triangle. And then while I'm here, I'm gonna go ahead and cut the base, which is just a circle. And honestly, it's probably gonna be the same size circle as, this might be a little bit too big, but as my owls. But this one I already have made. I'm out of paper. I have to grab one from down here. I like never use regular paper in my printer. So there's like never any paper in it. And I have to, when I'm printing stickers, I have to print it one page at a time. I don't know if anyone else has to do that for their like sticker paper or like even cardstock, anything thick. Okay, I do think it's gonna be a little bit smaller, so I'm just gonna freehand it now that I have a little bit of an outline. I mean, honestly, I can look at this other one that I did. This one that I made. And I can be like, okay, that looks good. I'm gonna lock you guys out again. Stop barking. Alright, there's our circle. And this gets cut in blue. And for this circle, honestly, it doesn't really matter which way the direction of the stretch goes because you can rotate it. Alright, now take this over here. Let me go, I'm cold. Let me go put pants on and I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick. Be right back. Alright, we're back. Much better. We're still, like, since we have the AC on, we're trying to see, or at least I am. Chair cam, chair cam. I should have something that sits in the chair when I'm not at the chair. But I'm trying to see which vents we can close to make it cold in our bedroom. But, like, now I think it's all coming in here and it's cold in here. Which is fine, because other than the bedroom, I guess I spend the most time in here. So we'll eventually get it worked out. Okay, so I'm going to sew on this white face part first. I am going to trim it up a bit because I did cut it on my rotary cutter, so it's not perfectly symmetrical.
No.
Look at her.
No.
Look at her.
No, he's sleeping.
They're talking about you guys. I think she's stalking Ridley. She's standing so still. Her tail's not like pointed though. Oh, she knows I'm talking about her. What are we working out? Like, what are we doing? Or like working out? Like, because I changed. Working on an owl bear. No, I'm not working out. I was cold. And yeah, I like it to be cold in here. Oh, I didn't. Poop. It's supposed to go on this one because I put the dart in this side. Okay, let me sew this dart up. Oh, I don't know. You said, well, get it worked out, or did I hear you wrong? Oh no, I probably said about the AC, maybe talking about we'll get it worked out where it's colder in the bedroom eventually, because we shut the door at night and then it cools the other rooms faster, so it doesn't stay cold in there. I don't know, now that I put that dart, like, should AC unit we have? We do have an AC unit. Are you guys playing nice? Bless you. A heist. I'll join the heist. Oh, don't copy me. I did it wrong. Okay, so I sewed on the head, and I didn't sew this part because it's going to get sewed down when I sew that triangle on anyways. And then I'm going to sew on this little, I'm going to sew the dart, and then I'm going to sew on the little ruffle. Yeah, I'm risking 500. Let's see. It's a gamble. And I'm gonna have to make this, because I shrunk the body, I'm gonna have to trim this part a little bit too, the white, but I'm gonna wait and make sure I like it first. And I think I am gonna try to stuff it a little bit. Oh my gosh. Both of Joey's accounts made it back. And was it Michelle? Neither Michelle or I made it. I think it's rigged. Can't believe you. Oh my gosh, what? It is rigged, right? Don't know. I don't know that man. Oh yeah? Where's my seam ripper? I need to go back over this part right here. You guys are making some weird noises. Okay, puppers? Can you see? You can kind of see. Who is that, Daisy? Yeah, in the other camera. Just play with your sister. She's willingly playing with you right now. So here's the little ruffles I did. And I'm just gonna see if I can... Oh my gosh. A natural 20. I don't know if this is gonna be worth it. Like, it might be too much going on. But I'm adding a little bit of stuffing in this. And then I'm gonna just sew around this. Help it stay in there. Except it's not good. Oh, that threw me off. I was like, what do you mean? You got a natural 20. I see. It's out of 100. I was like, no, it should have like tripled instead of like doubled. It makes sense now. Are you on break right now, or did your machine break? Or you just sneaky? Is anybody working on anything fun? prepping for anything. Over and over. Get him. Oh my gosh. Attitude. I don't know if you can see it, but it kind of has a little bit of depth to it. I don't know if it'll be worth the extra work, but... And I do think I'll probably make it go down a little more, so if that's the case, then that'll be better. Taya said, I'm working on cleaning my mom's house. It's fun. Very fun. Is it? I don't know if I believe you. I mean, sometimes I enjoy cleaning other people's houses, just not my own. Obi, I still hear you. Alright, let me let this fool outside. I'm too old for this, my back hurts, but she gave me 500 to watch Coco and clean. So worth. Nice. I forgot that you had to watch Coco too. I'm working on some plush Koroks, trying to get the applique iron on so I can hand sew it during downtime at work tomorrow. Nice. That's a good idea. Yeah, I love doing things during downtime. I actually, if I have time, I want to try to print some stickers so I can cut them out while I'm playing Baldur's Gate tonight. Okay, so here's kind of what it looks like with the white sewn, and we're gonna, let me let Obi out before he has a panic attack, buddy. You have thread on your hair. Come on, go potty. Oh, why? Back up. Why would you do that? No, go outside. Go get him. Go. Get your butt out there. He enjoys gummy bears. I'm find the middle of this just to make my life easier. I'm trying to just do like not even backstitch, just pivot on this center point right here when I do this head part. And try to make it a little more drastic of a turn. Yeah, I love doing that too. I need to keep my hands busy, so I like to be prepared during the slow times of the year. Yeah. I wish I had more. It's like because I take stuff to conventions too in case they're slow. And then I also take them to like my stepdad's shop to work on. And I feel like I'm never prepared enough. I have a few things to work on. And then when I get home, I'm like, oh, I could have worked on this. I could have worked on this. It's like I never do planning well enough. I don't know why this side came out so much wider. I feel like this head might be a little small for some reason. Maybe I just cut it weird. I don't know. All right, let's see what it looks like with the white. Just splashed it in my eye. Okay. I don't want to stuff this yet. Let me attach it to the... We'll just, no matter how this one turns out, we will move forward with it so that we can work on the arms and stuff, and then we'll critique it as we go. Because I would like to have at least one finished for you. It, like, the eyes and stuff might not be perfect on it, but I would like it to at least be like one cohesive piece. We're getting somewhere. This kind of reminds me of Alice in Wonderland with this blue. Discord invite didn't work. I'm just gonna have to take that off, I think, because it changes. Let me grab it for you. Yeah, if anyone knows how to make sure a Discord link stays active, or maybe I just have to put like, want to join our Discord? Type Discord. And then I can just send it. Okay, I think that one should work. But I feel like, I mean, unless no one's used it, I feel like my Linktree one works. Is invalid or has expired. Okay, so it doesn't work. So I'm gonna have to figure out a way to always have share invite. I don't know if that always changes or would it be the same? Oh, invite link expires in 7 days. Edit invite link. To expire never. Perfect. Okay. I think I figured it out. Let me update that chat bot. So if you guys are ever curious, you can change your invite link to never expire. Copy. Welcome, Alexi. I know you've been commenting on my YouTube videos, so I'm glad you can make it to a live. Let's edit this. Okay. And then I'll also go on a Linktree. Dang it. Let's see. No, I didn't forget my username. If this isn't it, I'll try to fix it later. I don't want to. Yeah, I'll deal with that later. But the Discord one should work now. Like the, if it sends it again. Look at the little guy. Okay, let's sew the base on. Oh, gotta turn it inside out. Oh, I was gonna look at Probably just pick this stitch. There we go. And then I'm just going to leave a little hole in the base in the back so that we can stuff it. And this is where I would put a tag too, but I don't want to put a tag just yet in case I have to scrap it again. And I guess I could always take the tag out, and reuse it. So maybe I will put a tag in it. Because it would be easier to do now and take out then. If I decide I want to put a tag in later. Because I know I won't put one in there. Alright, now we flip this bad boy inside out. And then we'll stuff him. And then we'll work on... His arms won't be too bad. I kind of have to figure out how I want to do the claws. Because that part will be a little difficult. Alright, I'm just going to use stuffing from this one. I mean, the claws won't be difficult. It'll just be... Am I going to try to hand sew the claws on? Or am I going to try to put them between the arm when I sew it inside out? Because if I want it to be easier, the easier way would be, like, not as much hand sewing, would be to apply them and then turn the hand inside out and stuff it. But it is harder to get them even that way and, like, spaced correctly. The only thing is, I don't know what the back of this plush looks like. I don't think there's a good picture of the back of it. Might have to go into with Baldur's Gate and see if I can actually spin the plush around. Oh, the Amazon ones used Sherpa for their chest. I could use Sherpa. Gotta go. Bye. Bye, Tia. Thanks for coming by. But I don't think I want to use Sherpa. Like, I would rather use this other white fabric that I have that doesn't have as much... Like, with Sherpa, it really sticks. Like, fuzz and dust really sticks to it. And actually looking closer at this image from the game, this also looks like another canvas type material. almost like a suede, to be honest. And of course, I can do different ways. Oh, there's a really cute embroidery pattern. Or not embroidery, crochet. So cute. There's slippers. Oh my gosh. Okay, so from what I'm seeing, I'll have to like get on the game and see what it's looking like, but for right now we're going with a blank back, because if anything it probably has some like a white fur thing that maybe like droops down the back. Sewing cloths on a machine is hard, but I think I prefer that to hand sewing. I made a Catra. Is that how you say it? I think I sent a pic to Discord. Okay, and I forgot the thumb claws. It was so hard to do by hand. Yeah. I mean, lots of times I would prefer machine sewing to hand sewing, but sometimes I'm like, if it's already been done, and like rather than seam ripping it, just gotta hand sew it on. But yeah, I'm all about trying to find ways to not have to hand sew, because then that makes the item cheaper too, because if I have to sew things by hand, of course it's going to take longer and mean that it's like more of a delicate process. So the plush is going to cost more for my time. So I think the white on the face of this made it skinny again, and I want him to have a chubby head. I'm not done stuffing yet, so we'll give it more time. Oh, I keep grabbing out of the bag. I'm supposed to be using it out of this one. So every once in a while, or at least I like to do it like once a year, I try to find a plushie or something, a hat that will pop off and be like the big seller of the year. In like 2016, it was Splatoon hats, because the first Splatoon game came out, and I just made a whole bunch of Splatoon hats, and it was like me and one other person on Etsy that was making these hats. And then in 2020, it was appas and masks, of course. But I haven't had another big thing pop off in a bit. Squeakoids kind of popped off a little bit in like, what was that, 2022? But I'm hoping that maybe I should have started making these sooner, but I just didn't get into Baldur's Gate until like last month, or beginning of this month. I think it was last month. And so now I know about this cute little thing, but I would like this to be the thing that pops off this year if possible, and the pattern too. so that other people can make it would be nice. But I'm trying to make more patterns. I would like to start releasing at least one pattern a month, whether it's like embroidery or sewing. And then kind of have like a YouTube tutorial to go along with it. Look, it looks like a little Russian nesting doll. So cute. Okay. Yes, you said it right. More accurately, I didn't realize how dumb she'd look with no claws on her thumbs. Aww. I bet it looked really cute. Owl bears are also just cute for people who don't even know about Baldur's Gate. Yeah, I would like to make the other more realistic owl bears. Like, this is like based off the plush, you know? It's like a little Snorlax. I know it does look. I would like to make a little Snorlax plush like this too. It would work the same. Just change the colors and then put different arms and legs on it. So cute. And it also could turn into like a little Mimikyu too. Okay. Adorable. That gave it a little bit of depth. I'm still feeling chunkier head. Still feeling it. But yeah, I'd like to also make realistic owl bear plush too, where it's not based off this particular plush from Baldur's Gate as well. Yeah, I guess this color could work for Snorlax too. All right, now I need to make the arms, which should be pretty easy. The legs, I'm a little bit more concerned about because I'm not exactly sure how I want to do it to get the 3D. But the arm's gonna be pretty just like flat. And it has a little feather at the top of it, which should be pretty easy. Okay, I'm gonna just guess, because that's what I do best, on the length. And then it has 3 claws. Yeah, 3 claws on its feet. I'm not gonna cut them out like that. I'm probably just gonna cut little pieces of brown. That could work okay. I could maybe make it a little bit skinnier because the feather part's gonna come out. And the feather part should be pretty simple. Because I'm just gonna do like little cloud looking thing and double it over and then turn it inside out. And this will stick out the side like this. Okay, and then I kind of drew the feet a little bit. Let's see. We'll try this. Sometimes side legs can look a little weird. Okay, so this is gonna be blue. Alright, and then I had to cut another one of those. Whoa. Throwing things. So there's the two. Arms. And then cut these legs, and I think we want stretch this way. Actually, I think I'm going to stretch it up and down so that the leg is like wider and not like super long out of the body. I could cut this fabric so much better, but we're working with what we got. So this is like gonna be its like hip right there sticking out. And again, I'm gonna wait to see if I like this before I decide if I'm gonna put claws on it, because I don't want to spend the time cutting making claws if I'm not even gonna use this arms or legs. Let's see, I think we want this to stretch wide. I'm just curious about how long have you been sewing for a job? So I've been sewing since 2012. And then I've kind of just been doing it on the side. Like, I've been making money off of it since 2012. I started selling on Etsy. And then I started selling at conventions. Probably, I think it's 2013. 2012, 2013. And then 2020 is when I kind of went and did it like full time. But I do pick up occasional like part-time jobs here and there. So, I mean, it is my full-time job. I do it. I prioritize it over any other job. But if I want to make some extra money, I do pick up a part-time job here and there. But yeah, since like, how long have I been doing it where I make money? Probably since 2012 would be the best answer. And then I really started getting back into doing cons in like after COVID. I did a few for a while. From like 2013 to 2016-ish. But like after COVID is when I really started doing a lot of conventions for money. Does he have feathers on his legs? Not that I can see. Ah, good question. I love questions. I love talking about my business. Okay, so now I just need to cut a circle for the bottom. And I'm just gonna eyeball it. Seems about right. And then I will lift it on here. Yeah, I'll just doodle this. All right, so now I can sew up these appendages. Back to the sewing machine. Sorry if I'm asking a lot of questions that you may have answered before, but how long do you think you work an average a day? Oh, no worries. I don't mind re-answer questions. That's why I like to go live. So I used to be like a lot worse, I guess you could say, like of not taking time to myself and just working, because like during COVID and everything, that's like I was working 10 plus hours Because that's kind of all I had left to do. All I could do, that and play like video games. But now I kind of just make my schedule the same as my husband's. And right now he works like 10-hour days. So, and then he's off on Friday. So as long as I don't have a big convention, I usually try to stick to that. So I work like 10 hours Monday to Thursday and then have Friday off. But if I have a big convention that I need to prep for, I'll work more. If I'm working like at my stepdad's shop, I help out there some. Then of course I don't get as much time for my business. But I try to do at least 8 to 10 hours a day if I can. Because I also try to make sure that I'm doing other things and not burning myself out. Because if I burn myself out, then I don't want to do any sewing at all. But I also like edit videos for YouTube. So I try to switch around and do different things so that I'm not just sitting all day and not at a sewing machine all day. Okay, here's a little feather thing that I made. These like little wings. Like that. And then I will sew it into arm pieces. Alright, I'll sew up this other one first. I can't get over how cute this little guy is. I know, isn't he so cute? I hope that my plush can at least do half of the cuteness level that the game made it as. Like, as soon as I saw it in the game, I was like, I have to have this in my inventory forever. Did I steal a little child's plushie? Yes. Was it worth it? Yes. Okay. Since this is so small, I'll have to go over it again. The cool thing that I like about having an embroidery machine and an embroidery software that's actually easy to use is I can... Obi's wanting to come inside. Hold on. I can make this design like on my embroidery machine and have my embroidery machine do these like little bitty details. And it doesn't take as much time for me to make the plush, so then I can charge a little bit less for something of this size. I'm coming, crazy boy. Come on. Ridley. Sorry, baby. Sorry, baby. What was you eating? Yeah. Stinky. Do you sew just for fun still? I'm nervous about burning out as well, so I'm trying to make a distinction in my brain for sewing for sale, plushies, and sewing for myself cosplay. I do. I guess this would be sewing for fun because no one like ordered it. But I'm very bad about like even if I'm making something for fun, I'm very bad about how can I turn this into profit. And I know that that's bad of me to think that way, but it's just, I think it's my ADHD brain, like where I can't sit still. I have to be doing something. It's like something in me that's like, you have to be making money to be successful. And that's a very bad way to think, but that's how, like, you have to be doing something. And if you can be doing something that's also making money, you're doing a good job. So I'm trying to do more cosplay. That's why Joey and I are going to this convention to help Bethany, and it was very hard for me because I applied to this convention but I didn't get in. But sometimes you can just show up to conventions, and if you have your stuff, they will let you sell. And it took a lot of, I don't know, discipline in myself, I guess, to be like, Megan, do not bring your stuff. Don't bring anything. You are going to be there to help Bethany and have fun and cosplay with your husband. Do not go there to make money and sell. So that's why I'm trying to discipline myself better and do more things for fun. So that's kind of what I do. Is I try to go to conventions for fun too, and I bought a pattern to make a backpack because I'm also bad about not doing new things. Like I have a bad tendency of staying in the safe place that I know and making things that I know people will buy and make money. But I bought a pattern to make a backpack and I've never finished it. And it was gonna be like a cow backpack because I had cow fabric that I hadn't used. But I haven't. I still haven't made it. It's in one of these bins over here. Hello? Excuse you, machine? Bobbin, what is your problem? But I've also tried to find other hobbies that I can do that's not sewing to help me not get so burnt out. We have a garden now, so that's pretty fun. I would like to have a hobby that's more active since I do sit around all day. So I have been like trying to take walks with, or not with anyone, by myself, but when I talk to Joey when he gets off at work in the afternoons, because I also need like a hobby that doesn't let me use my hands too much, because like even when I play video games I use my hands a lot and it's really working my thumbs, and like will probably get carpal tunnel and I need to do better about stretches and stuff. So I'm trying to find, like, I would love to be doing some kind of sport, or like I like dancing for exercise, like Zumba and all that, but I need to find some place that does that. Oh, the UFO sewing pile is a very real thing. I was like, what? But like the pile of stuff that you want to sew that you never see or you never do again. Nothing wrong with that. Sewing is your business. I'm just weary of turning something I love into a chore. Yeah, I haven't. Look how haven't had it where it feels like a chore. I have been burnt out on specific things like appa. I still dread making appas. So I think it's good as long as you have a variety and doing other things. Like if I'm not feeling like sewing and focusing on like sewing machines, like sewing on the machine, I can do my embroidery machine and just sit there and watch like Netflix. If I'm really not feeling like working and using my brain power, I can just watch my machine and let it embroidery. So I like having different options, I guess. Okay, I have to think for a second and make sure I put his feathers the right way on this other arm. Okay, this should go here. And I'm just doing a little basting stitch on this so it stays in place. But yeah, some days and like I said, I also edit videos. Some days I do the embroidery machine. Sometimes I make embroidery patterns. So if you can rotate things, I do think that that helps. And just not burning yourself on one specific item, because that's also what I did, like appas. This is gonna be back, right? I don't know if anyone sews plushes. This is my, at least with fleece, this is my trick to like, so I'm gonna sew this arm on here like this, right? And you have to sew it inside out, or you have to like flip it inside out. And what I did is I cut a hole in the back and flipped it inside there so I don't have to finish my seams anywhere. And since this is gonna get sewn down like that anyways, no one's gonna see it. And I'm gonna like hand sew this part on. So that is my tidbit for you if you're doing anything. And I mean, I do this with fleece because this isn't gonna come unraveled. Some fabrics might. But then again, if you're gonna go back and hand sew it on, it shouldn't matter if it's gonna unravel because you're gonna have that stitch that's gonna hold it in place. So yeah, that's so that you don't have to finish your seams. It's gonna get hidden anyways. Make your life a little easier. I think that making things for yourself is really cool, and I've wanted to do that for a while, but I don't know how to sew. I'm also making my own cosplay right now, but it needs sewing. So is there a good into it? Like getting into sewing? Definitely just, I looked up YouTube tutorials. Like that's how I first started sewing plushies. If there's a specific cosplay that you're making, if other people have made any, see if you can find tutorials for that specific thing, I think is always helpful. Yeah, I mean, it does take a lot of practice and figuring things out, because I did take, like I took like home ec in high school, that we sewed like a pillow, and I knew a little bit of sewing before that. And then I did go to college for costume design, and we did sewing in there, but that was more sewing clothes. So it didn't really help me in my like plushie making business, but it did help me understand like darts and certain seams and things a little bit better, and certain stitches you could do. But if you're doing cosplay and you're like looking at clothes or even plushies, I think the best thing to do is get, like, if you're doing a shirt, get a shirt that you like and want to use in your cosplay, and like looking at the seams, looking how like they're placed. I think that's the easiest thing I did. And even with plushies, if I wanted to try to make a like bear plushie, I would see if I had any bear plushies, and I would try to look at where their seams were and the shape of it. Or you can even like take clothes apart or plushies apart and like kind of cut on the seams and lay out the pattern pieces and open it up that way. So that's also an option. You can like dissect it. So yeah, there's a couple of different things you could do. If you learn better by watching other people do it, I would say, I never cut a hole in this. I would say watch some tutorials, see if you can find someone making the exact cosplay you're making or similar. Okay, here's where I'm gonna mess up. I forgot to cut a hole because I was talking. This has got to go on this side. So this should be the back. We're gonna find out. I did it wrong. No. This is the only bad thing, is now I have 2 right arms because I cut the hole on the wrong side. So now I have to cut another one of these. Dang it. Well, I guess I can pick which one of these I like better. I think I like this one better. So let me cut another arm. YouTube videos are a lifesaver. I was out here teaching myself before YouTube existed though, trial and error, and I don't recommend that. Yeah, trial and error works though sometimes if that's what you gotta do. Like if no one has a tutorial out there, that's what you gotta do. All right, I have to recut this piece because I put the hole the wrong way. Luckily, I can just stay working in white thread. This would be chaotic if I had to switch back and forth. All right, let me trim this up a little bit. Make Momo. I have made Momo before. I think I made it in a live before too, so if you check back on some of my live videos, I think I have one where I was working on Momo. Following along with videos or detailed beginner-friendly tutorials have been the best teacher for me. I get that. I've also been seeing if my grandmother can teach me, but she has been busy. Yeah, my grandma was the person that I guess kind of got me into sewing, but she did more quilting. But she was kind of teaching me basic hand, like stitching, before I took like my high school class where we sewed pillows. All right, let's sew this feather thing up again. And this is gonna be really weird to remake in different fabric because it's not gonna have any stretch to it. Pillows are a great beginner project. They can teach you how to install a zipper, which is super useful for cosplay. An invisible zipper, yeah. I even took costume design. I went to college for 4 years for costuming. I've had to put zippers in. I still avoid it. I just don't like zippers. I can do I can put one in. It might not be the right way, but I still have to look up a tutorial on how to put zippers in. Might try that thing so much. Ah, that's a great idea. But I keep telling myself I need to make like zipper pouches just to work with zippers more, and then I'll never forget how to put a zipper in again. But honestly, the hardest part is like trying to put zippers in like pants, because with like the fly and everything, like, and how it opens. That's the hardest part. Trying to put it in like a bag isn't too bad, or like a pillow wouldn't be too bad. But I still avoid zippers. That's another reason why I got that backpack, because it has a zipper on it. And I was like, perfect. If you want recommendations for videos and patterns, let me know. I have lots. That's awesome. Yeah, I have videos saved on my YouTube, like privated, like watch later list. It's always a good idea to have a watch later list. Okay, I'm not gonna do this wrong this time. This is the front piece though, so this one's gonna be the back. I think that's what I did wrong last time. Put a hole here. And I'm gonna sew this on here. I avoid zippers in clothing too. If I can just do it with elastic instead. Yes. I like elastic. I like Velcro. I might take you up on that sometimes. LOL, I just joined the Discord if you're in that, as we can talk about more later if you're into it. Yeah, definitely drop those. Drop the links. I'm always curious too what other people are working on and tutorials. And I don't know if I have a certain place where it's like links or here's where I found something. I don't think I have a channel for that, but if we need a channel on like dropping links or whatever, let me know. Otherwise, you can just put it in like share your art or general, I guess. That makes me so happy. I'm glad that I made a Discord. I feel bad. I should have made one sooner. It's just so nice. Yeah, I know. My bobbin's running out. You can make it. Do it. Do the thing. Do the thing. Alright, here's hoping I put this one in right. Yeah, that looks promising. I don't think I made the hand as big. So he's gonna, one of his arms is gonna be a little bit smaller. There's his arms! Go like this. With his little feathers. And I'm gonna stuff them too, but I should do the legs first. Otherwise, I'm gonna keep putting off making these legs. Let me switch my bobbin. I actually have one that's wound up, so we don't have to wind bobbin. Little arms. Yeah, one of his arms is going to be littler than the others, but that's okay. Okay, so I'm gonna sew this up. I'm gonna sew this up like this and leave this hole open, and then put this circle, which will be his like little foot, the bottom of his foot there. And I'm gonna do the same thing again, where I'm gonna cut a hole in the back, turn it inside out through that part. I'm just gonna make sure you do it correctly. Okay, putting right sides together. Goodness gracious, sorry. Headphone users. Dog's crazy in here. Put a little hole here. And a little hole here. This is the one that I am not sure if I'm gonna like how it's sitting on the plush. I might have to tweak it a little bit. And then we're gonna put this on here, right sides together, and sew around the white. And then this is where I would put the claws on, and it would be really difficult to make sure they stay in place. I would do a basting stitch when I do claws to help them stay, and even then that might kind of be difficult. I guess I should make sure no one's knocking on my door. Kind of sounds like someone's. Or that's the bark that they use when someone... Is someone here? What are you barking at? No, there's people behind us. Oh, and the school bus is coming. Yay! So here's kind of what the leg looks like. And then this is the part that we'll see. probably can be a little bit bigger. I mean, for this size guy. Close the door because Obi's gonna throw a fit that the school bus is coming. Goodbye. What are you doing in my house? Is that sound? Isn't that usually a dog with that sound? Where he's just like stalking a person or something and like, what are you doing in my house? Rude. Getting stuffing all up my nose. My gosh. Okay, so here's this little foot. Let me stuff his arms too. I think that might work. Let me see. And I'll probably go ahead and make like eyes and nose out of fabric too. I need to make that little patch that's on the edge of his body. But that'll be easy. And I don't even know, I'll probably just hand sew that on. I'm thinking in the game, I wonder if it's supposed to resemble like tape or something, or like a patch, but it doesn't have stitches. Welcome back, love. Dogs are going crazy. But it doesn't have stitches to make it look like someone like patched it. So I'm not really sure what they're like trying to imply that it is. Because I mean, it clearly looks like it's a patch to cover like a hole. But usually you have some little stitches to make it. Let me talk to the props designer for this game, or the costume. Because I don't know if you all know that, but most of the time there's like costume designers and stuff for video games too, because you, like artists, they're really good at art and designing stuff and characters and usually people designing, but they might not know about fabrics and how things would move and lay on a person or a thing, and or like how to make plushies. Like they could guess at how to draw, but they might not know exactly. So they'll get people that like actually have degrees to know how this specific plushie would be made. Okay, here's his arms. Now I'm debating if, so the plushie in the game's arms look to be a little bit lower. But I think it's only because this white part goes up higher. So for next time, I might make his arm, the feather part of his arm, go up higher. We'll just put a pin in it. And I do feel like his arms should be longer too. So I want them to come, like, almost touch the ground in front of them. If we're doing proportions of the one in the game. Oh my gosh, look at his leg on there. So then it would sit something like this. I haven't made the other one yet. I got too carried away. Look at him. We're getting places. Okay, let me. Is he gonna stay there? Let me sew up. Oh no. Okay, let me sew up this other leg. Love, if you're still there, be thinking of what you want to do for dinner. It is Tuesday. All right, now we're still on the other foot. So if I was putting claws on this, I would probably sew it on this part of the foot, and like he's got three, he's kind of got like one right in the middle. So I would like base stitch one here, here, and like here, and then I would line that one up that's right in the middle with the like very top seam of this. That's what I would do. But I don't have, or I'm not doing nails right now because I want to make sure I like this. And then if I decide that I want to sell this one, I'll add nails later and just hand sew them on. Are you guys done barking? You can come in here, Daisy. Daisy, come here. Come on. Open the door. Come on. Plays Uno reverse card. For me to pick something to eat. Or me think of something to eat. Daisy. Well, Daisy. Come on, puppies. Here, puppies. Ridley. I don't think it's locked. Ridley, come here. Come on. Come on. It was open the whole time, you sillies. You sillies. Go. No, I told you to open the door. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Heavy dog breathing. Heavy dog breathing. Okay, go. Okay, are you happy? Do you guys mind? Why are you stomping on my foot pedal? Go lay down. You loser. You banged your head. Are you happy? You feel better? Did you name your dogs Daisy and Ridley on purpose? Kind of. You have slobber all over my shirt. So Joey, my husband, had Ridley before we met, and I had Obi before we met. Obi is named after Obi-Wan Kenobi. Ridley is named after from Samus, or like Super Smash Brothers, the dragon that's on there. And so we got Daisy when we got I guess we were engaged by then. We got Daisy together, and we wanted a name that was like all of them could be combined. And we're like, well, we got Star Wars, we got Nintendo. I guess technically we also have like Disney, because Disney's owned by Star Wars, or Star Wars is owned by Disney now. So is there a way that we can incorporate Nintendo, Disney, Star Wars all together in one? And we had the option, or we were looking at like Cookie, I think, or I thought there was another C name. We were looking at the dogs from Animal Crossing as options for dog names, and Daisy is a dog on there, I believe. And then also you have Daisy Duck, which is Disney. And like, so Animal Crossing and Disney, because like Nintendo. But then on the list, we were looking over it again, and I like put them all together, and I was like, Daisy Ridley, who is the actress that plays Rey in Star Wars. I was like, we have to do Daisy. It's perfect. So yes, kind of. It wasn't the sole reason we picked Daisy, but it was like, that's why we chose it, was because it kind of, it pulled all three dogs together into one. Doggo. Do you have a shoulder pet? Yeah. He's a cuddle bug. He loves to get affection and attention. Don't you, buddy? Yes, Princess Daisy. That was the other one I was trying to think of. Like, also, because Princess Daisy is my favorite for Mario characters. So yeah, I don't know what we're gonna get if we get, or what we're gonna do if we get another dog. I feel like we'll just continue with like Nintendo names, maybe, because that would be easier than trying to incorporate them all together. There's his little leg. Oh my gosh. So definitely feel like his head needs to be bigger with this body. Now that I have the arms on here. Alright, I think I'm gonna sew the legs on first. So let me... Or actually, let me sew the butt up first. Mega Nintendo, Star Wars, Disney dog name. Yes, combine them all. I love a good challenge. You done? Goodbye. Goodbye. Everybody's leaving. Bye, puppies. Alright, I'm sewing up the back hole where I stuffed him. And then, I mean, I guess I can just make eyes and nose. And then this guy would be pretty much done other than claws. But I will decide later if I'm gonna sell him. I could just keep him for myself and not put claws on him. Because like I said, I'm very bad about keeping things for myself. We want our next dog to be a golden retriever. Because that's Joey's favorite dog breed. That was his like childhood dog breed. Daisy was supposed to be like our third dog was supposed to be a golden retriever, but then we found Daisy, and now our fourth dog, hopefully, is supposed to be a golden retriever. But there's so many dogs at the shelter right now, and it's just taken everything in me not to adopt a dog right now, because now we have a backyard that is fenced in. I can't use the excuse of like, oh, I don't want to have to take 4 dogs out at a time. That would be insane. But sometimes we watch Tia's dog, and sometimes we watch my mom's dog, so we don't really need a 4th dog. Like, we every once in a while get a dog that we bring in for a few days. We adopt a dog for a few days. So if I could find a way to not have to hand sew these appendages on, that would be great. But this is what I was saying about, like, it's on the seam. I'm not sure if there's a way to avoid sewing it where it's not, like, on the seam. I feel like, is that going to be too low? No, I think it'd be okay. Ridley. I should probably just lock him in here instead of locking him out. But, well. Then they're going to be whining to go out, like, of the room. Come here. Good boy, lay down. Daisy laid down. Ridley's still tiptoeing around. one leg. Put the other leg on. Ah. No, it moved. We played Ticket to Ride at our little party thing. Have you guys played Ticket to Ride? It's a good one. Where it has like some strategy, but not like crazy amount. Like I feel like you could accidentally win for sure. But I need a shelf to put all our board games on because they're like under our side tables in our living room right now, and it works good, but I want them to be seen. Not that we get a lot of company over here, but when we do get company, I want them to be like, oh my gosh, look at all your board games. Can we play them? And I'll be like, yes, of course. You guys have favorite board games? Like old school, my favorite board game is like Clue. If we're going like, you know, a family board game night that was in the household. Thank you, thank you. We should be good now. Hopefully this one should last us for the rest of the live. Thank you, Michelle. Locked in. Thank you, thank you. Did my mic make a weird noise, or did you think I got walked out of the room or in the room or something? Or does like my mic make a weird noise when it dies? Oh, locked in. I gotcha. Like locked into doing something. I'd be like that sometimes. I do definitely do that. Focused in. Oh, but I was saying when I get the Celsius drinks and I drink them, and then I try to cut little bitty precise things, I then feel the shakiness of the energy drink, and I'm like trying to cut. Okay. So what I'm going to do for these to make them look like buttons, I don't know if this is going to work, but I'm going to sew these circles together, so that'll give it like depth. My foot pedal is upside down because some puppy stepped on it. I want to put these on Etsy, the owl bears, but I'm not sure, like, one, if it's copyright for like Dungeons and Dragons, and two, like, can I put Baldur's Gate, or is that definitely copyrighted? It's always a risk, and I really don't want to get taken down for copyright strike. But, I mean, if I do, I think I'll be okay. If you have so many within like a year or something, it can get taken down. Like your whole shop can be shut down. All right, so there's the circle that I did. Like I put two together and flipped it inside out, and now I'm gonna do another circle around the outside to try to give it that rim that a button has. I've never done this before, but in my mind, this should work. Maybe I should put a little stuffing in it, and it would have gave it a little more depth. Because, I mean, it worked, it just... I think it'll work. Ah! Sorry, as soon as I put it on there, it did the job. I'm not showing you guys yet, okay? I'm gonna finish the other one, and then you guys can see it. But that was genuine reaction of the thrill of the cuteness of the owl bear. I think this is the perfect size too. Flip it inside out. So cute. He's got some thick thighs. The circle's not turning as good as the other one. I wonder if it's because the direction I cut the hole in the back. Okay. Just tweak it a little bit. Okay, did I make these the same size? Yeah, okay. Right. Look at it. Oh my gosh. And then let me do the nose. This nose might be too big. I might have to shrink it a little bit, but let's see. Honestly, I think it might be too wide, but I'm hoping if I flip it inside out, it'll be okay. What's your ETA? 2 minutes. Cute, he's so cute. Thank you. I'm so excited. I just love when a job comes together. Riddle piddle. Stop barking. Oh my gosh. Alright, let's see if this nose is gonna work. And then I have to make another one and time it and see how long it takes me to see how much these would cost. Excuse me, sir. I have a nose for you. I need to go up a little higher. I'm gonna stuff it a little bit. Oh my gosh, you lost your eye. Take it back. And then what I'm gonna do for the buttons is probably invest in some thick embroidery, like floss, like for hand embroidery, and then I'll sew these on by doing like big X's. I don't have any right now, so I'll probably just double over my thread. But I'll probably do that for the other plushies. Because if I can't find wooden buttons, I'll probably just keep doing this because I think it worked pretty good. I'm satisfied. Look at him. He's gonna melting. All right, let's sew these eyes on first. Pablo? That reminds me of the Backyardigans. Isn't the penguin who is kind of the same color, isn't his name Pablo? I love it. Okay, I'm kind of winging this X design. Let's see. Backyardigans. He has one little line. That might be why I thought of it. I love it. I do believe he was probably my favorite character. Was the little penguin, because he's blue. I do love blue. It's probably the hardest part right here is trying to make this X look the most symmetrical. I didn't even think. Okay, no, it's right. I was like, I didn't pay attention to which way the X like was going, but if I did it the other way, it would look like a plus sign and not an X. So this makes sense. Rid we stop it. And I can't pull it too tight or it will like try to scrunch it up. So I don't know, it actually might be better, like this is more time saving, but it might be better to make the X before I put it on the plushie, because if I like pull the thread too tight, it like, you know, scrunches up the button. And then it would probably be easier to make sure that the X's are both the same size on both of the eyes, because doing it this way, I'm just kind of winging it and hoping that they're the same size. And then I've been tying off, like going under here behind the thing and tying off before I go and do the other side. Just to prevent it from doing that pulling. Okay, now we're gonna go to the other side. Yeah, I think I will do that next time, because these X's aren't even. I mean, it's fine. It's supposed to look a little bit handmade, because we're assuming in Baldur's Gate, you know, it didn't come from a factory. Look at them. My dogs are very jealous right now because I'm saying that this toy is just the cutest. Oh, it's just the cutest. And they're very jealous. Oh, is it so cute? Are they just whining? Oh, it's just the cutest. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, it's just so cute. Stop. Stop it, I have to finish this. Oh yeah, it's 4:38. I'm sorry, buddy, I'm being mean to you. I'm probably gonna get off here in like 15 minutes. Just a heads up to you guys. But you will be able to see the final product. And if you guys want to give me feedback on what you think. I think I already know some of the things I'm going to be tweaking, like the head. And move the feathers up, or like make the feathers longer on the arms. But I mean, the face actually came out really good. I'm actually really happy about it. And it really brought it all together. How dare you say something else is the cutest? I know, right? Break his heart. Break his old heart. No, you're not that old, are you, Ridley? Your birthday's coming up, though. I think it's like June 13th. And I think you will be 7. I'm not sure. Oops. I'm hoping to offer 2 different options, like a fleece option with fleece detailing, and like it'll be cheaper. And then hopefully if I can find some wooden buttons that like work, and you know, if I can find a wooden nose, that would be perfect. And then putting that on the like canvas material, and then it'll be like a little bit more, but it'll be more like game accurate. But it just kind of depends on what I find on Thursday when I go to Joann's. Oh my goodness, look at him! I can't get him to like look straight. Yeah, so I think honestly this could go up. Let's see. Head bigger. If we bring these little feathers up around here, that'll make this stick out a little bit. And then if we make the head a little bigger, and this still doesn't come as far down as I want it to come. I want this to be like, I guess, a point, and it's still curving, even though in the picture it's not much of a point. It is a curve, but I guess I'm just doing too much of a curve. So maybe I need to actually have this come to a point, and then it would turn into a curve more when I do it. This, I want to bring this down a little further. Make his arms a little longer, so he sits more with his arms down. But I'm pretty happy with this as like the first trial. I'm really happy with it. Do you guys have any input? Anything else you would add? I want to see how it looks with the other material, but I might even do some like fake stitches. And he needs his little patch thing over here, but that's an easy thing. I'll probably just take whatever I decide to use. I'll just double it over, and then I'll just hand sew it on around it. And I'd probably do that before I put the arm on, because it'll... In the picture, it doesn't look... But theoretically, it should go under the arm. It kind of looks like it's on top of the arm. Like, it kind of looks like it's attached to the arm. It looks really good. I think decorative stitches would look really cute. Thank you! Yeah, I want to try it out, because I do think if I did, like, especially right here, if it had... I want to make it look purposeful, not, like, accidental, but if it was, like, something like this... like, going up... like that? I don't know. Oh my gosh, Ridley, excuse you! Goodness, buddy. You just want some worries. Oh, don't hit the mic. Can't hit the mic. It hurts their ears. And your barking has already hurt their ears, buddy. Yeah, you're just a wild barker. Yeah. Okay, kisses. Alright, bye-bye. Okay, bye-bye. All done. All done. Goodbye. So yeah, something like that maybe. But hopefully, I'm hoping I can play around with this the rest of the week too. And get it perfected. That way when I do get to go to Joann's and get the fabric that'll work, it'll be perfect. And I just have to do it with that fabric. I really like him. And then I have to give him some claws. But that's okay. And then I'm hoping also if I make his arms longer and pull them down, then his wings will show better. I'll put him against my dark shirt. Because like when they're kind of like this, his wings kind of get lost. So put them like this more. I love it. All right, friends, that is all that I have for today. I'm gonna get ready to go do some walking so when Joey gets off work, we'll figure out what we want to eat. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed watching me make this pattern from scratch and figure out how things work and what I want to change. But overall, I would sell it like this with little bit of tweaks right here maybe. And like the head does look a little small, but I mean, it doesn't bother me too much. I think the reason it looks small is because it's got thick thighs. There's a little tag. But I do really want to turn this into a Snorlax pattern too. Alright. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll have a new video up Friday. And then I'll go live again next Tuesday. So see you guys next Tuesday. Have a nice walk. Thank you. Bye, Lexi. Bye, Michelle. Thanks for staying around and chatting. Thank you for all my lurkers out there that are watching me while you're doing your crafting and prepping. And for everyone that's watching the VOD later, hi. Hope you enjoyed it. And have a great week, guys. Bye-bye.